Sherry, darling. It's all you.
So, of course, David, you wanted to talk about your love, your lady.
My lover, Rose McGowan. Yeah. I have to say that her contributions to not only genre but to horror especially has made her pretty much a superstar.
Wickedly.
So, yeah.
She says my mom's favorite line from Scream. Bam! Bitch went down.
I mean, really, like, just about every role that she's inhibited in horror movies has been really outstanding. I mean, I really think, even just talking about Scream, you know, that character. Well, it's interesting. She may kind of almost be mirroring her characters and moving over into her real life because they were all very loudmouths.
She's very outspoken.
Yeah, but I have to say,
very outspoken.
Scream was the first, probably the first time that I ever got introduced to her.
Yeah.
And she did play a great character, and at least the scene in the garage, it was a shame what happened and how she passed away. But I have to say, like, the way that she was fighting off the killer. I mean, she was really going toe-to-toe with him.
Plus, can we just talk about that skirt? I mean, weren't we all kind of living for that skirt with, like, the freaky spiral?
Tie-dye spiral, yeah, it was cool. And, it's true. She can, just like that quote, she can do any, like Ginger Rogers did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in the heels. She just did it in a micro mini. So she could fight in short skirts, but and then of course I think some of her other great film roles. She has a huge connection to a lot of queer cinema as well because I think she first
Rocky movies.
Yes,
right?
I think that was probably where she first got known, which was in the Doom generation, which might as well have been a horror movie. But that was also another great film of hers. And then she was in a lot of other movies too. And then I think another standout was the Conan movie, which I don't think she got a lot of credit in. But she played Marique, where she played a witch, like a very geisha-looking, gruesome witch. I have to say, like, those are just some of her great roles, but I think her standout performance and what really makes her seem like such a strong, kick-ass chick was obviously her role in Grindhouse, but especially
Sherry Darling.
Yeah, especially in Planet Terror. I mean, that was just so awesome, that whole performance. It took a while for her to get.
If you haven't seen the movie, and if you haven't seen it, like, what's wrong with you? Go watch it right now. But she played. Well, do you want to explain who her character is?
Well, what's interesting is she plays a go-go dancer with a lot of useless talents. But she is a fantastic go-go dancer who rocks an amazing set of like fringe heels. But I have to say, like, it took her a while to get her machine gun leg, but when she finally does.
I mean, the image is just such a strong image.
I know.
It was on all the posters, and it's just like, I kind of feel like probably the whole idea that Robert Rodriguez had for that stemmed specifically from this girl with the machine gun leg.
It was such great imagery too, because I'm not usually into zombie movies, but this was a total exception. And even though it is pretty bloody and pretty gory,
disgusting,
she fits in really well. The whole movie is really good, and I think a lot of people remember her smashing Quentin Tarantino in the eye with her broken off leg.
Well, and that specifically is a very empowering moment for women because he's just this nasty, sadistic character. I mean, he's trying to rape her. He's an awful, awful dude. And she, takes revenge on him in the worst way, and it's a little bit of a take back the night moment. It really kind of is. It's like, no, don't. I hope the president-elect was watching because that's a message for him. Watch out.
Well, I also like the scene where she's on the bike and she's going out, and it's like that there's like that whole action scene where it's pretty much her, where she goes and she shoots off over the fence and she's raining bullets down at everybody. But she basically lands and she does the twirl and she's shooting everything. But then at the end, she like puts on those like sunglasses at night, and I was like,
oh my god, it's
what
so
a
cool.
bad! I know, what a badass.
Seriously.
So, but I also have to say, what's weird? It's a very short scene, but I think one of the things that really stuck out to me too is at the end of the movie where she's got like the turban,
right?
And
she's like fled to like the south,
but she's
escape the zombies.
I know, it's funny, but then she's like upgraded her leg armor to like an actual. I mean, like the gun is like, I don't know, it's like a different kind of gun on her foot, but
like you do.
Yeah, it's funny how she's like carrying a baby in her back, but then it's like literally a zombie rushes out and she just like, you know, shows off her gam and blows it up, you know. So it was really good. I mean, it was great. And I also have to say that I don't know if a lot of people know this, but she actually sang a couple of the songs on the soundtrack.
I was gonna mention that she provided some vocals on the soundtrack, which is quite cool.
I know, and she actually has like a really great like jazzy,
good voice,
jazzy old school voice. Like it definitely sounds like old Hollywood, and it's very breathy. You know, kind of like a Jessica Rabbit type of a deal. But I definitely have to say the character was pretty amazing, and such a character, like the way some actors, like, you know, Arnold is so associated with the Terminator, Harrison Ford is, you know, like Indiana Jones. I really feel like she could be so associated with Cherry Darling, or I feel like that was such a standout role for her amongst many.
I had people like, you know, on Twitter like, well, how can you bring up sexism if you wear this? Because I fucking can, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because if I fucking want to wear nothing, it's my goddamn choice. So don't you fucking push it on me.
Well, you were talking about her voice, and Rose has used her voice in many senses of the word. In recent years, she's become very outspoken on social media, on Twitter, not only about politics and what's going on in the world, but specifically about her own experiences as a woman in Hollywood and the sort of sexism and the stuff that she's had to endure. She's on the cover of the new Bust magazine, looking quite amazing and butch, I have to say.
Rocking the bald head.
Yeah, really kind of stunning. But you know, one of the poll quotes in the article was about how, you know, she just got so tired of some of the stuff she dealt with. She said something like, you know, I'm not here to help work out some producer's mommy issues. I'm just not. So it's like, she's not afraid to just say what's on her mind. And I think, you know, especially in this climate, that's really important. We need more women like that who are going to be vocal and sort of advocate for women and just really like kind of put themselves out there.
You recently came under fire for the Adam Sandler casting call.
I don't think I came under fire. I think he came under fire.
I mean, but a lot of people were just like, whoa.
Whoa, you wore
cool,
this dress.
Man.
Be cool. I'm like, shut up. I don't have to be cool. I don't have to fucking be anything. I can be whatever I want to be. So suck it.
Can you talk about what?
Looks like those balls extend not just for someone else, but off of celluloid as well. Yes, quite a great film legacy that she's left behind. And I did get a chance to meet her at Comic-Con. It was when they were she was promoting Conan at the time, which I also thought she was a lot of fun to see in there. So, but yes, it was great to meet her. Got my nice signed glossy.
She touched your hand, I know.
Yeah, we shook hands.
It's kind of like I can smell it right now. He literally has not washed his hands.
I guess maybe it's more like a bro punch almost.
Hey,
but,
you were blessed.
But it was a lot of fun, and she was very nice to meet, and she's great. So I hope to see more from her coming out soon. So.
Yep, wickedly.